Would you like to hear a fun but shocking fact about my newest hat order?
Yeah, what's your fun fact there?
Well, here it is. This is the first hat I've ever ordered from Hat Heaven. Roll the angel. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Listen. Ow. Yes. I had told a few people about this hat, and they were very surprised that this was the first time I ever ordered from Hat Heaven. I've seen them before, and I just never had an interest in them. Really, I mean, they do make good hats. I don't know why I didn't have any solid, concrete, whatever word I'm trying to think of, reason to really get into Hat Heaven. I mean, plenty of people have been getting hats from Hat Heaven, and hopefully this will be the first of many for me. I've been perusing Hat Heaven before, and I think it's either them or my fitteds or the exclusive fitteds that have like a restock email that I get every so often. I want to say it is Hat Heaven, and this one team was on the restock, and I said, that's one of my lost hats. If you remember one of my episodes where I did lost hats and talked about lost baseball hats, Major League Baseball hats, this was one of them. And actually, the last one mentioned in that video because it meant so much to me. For me, this hat is related to my parents as well as my second favorite baseball team because of my dad. If it's not as obvious to you, you might know what it is, but you might not know exactly what it is. Alright, let's just open it up. I get it. The foreshadowing isn't really working out as well as I thought. Shipping was kind of fast. I'm making the video later than I got it shipped. And it has a bag. Nice. Lift it out. Atlanta Braves hat. Wow, isn't that exciting? Isn't it, class? No, what's exciting is the Atlanta 2000 All-Star Game side patch there. That is a piece of beauty right there. This has been a lost hat of mine for a while now. And this one is very authentic, I think. It has great under visor. Love that. Has the white sweatband, which is a little bit closer. I don't know the exact history of the material and the different designs and the structures and how a hat was, built throughout the years. I know that gray was kind of like the 90s and 2000s under visor color, and then black is a new one, or for Hat Club it's blue, pinky, or icy blue. This one, although is not wool, no, it's polyester. So technically, wool was the popular and more often used material, but this one is polyester, more of a modern material. And the Bannerman logo on the back is flush, it's flat. I got in a 7 5/8 here, and I'm kind of feeling it around, and I'm wondering if it's a little big. That's what it kind of feels like. You can kind of feel when a hat might be too big or too small, even if you get what is the sticker size. It feels a little big. So let's try it on. it's just ever so slightly big. Nothing too huge. I don't think you would notice it, but the person wearing the hat would notice it, and it is. And I kind of want to like bend the brim too, so I need to figure out a way to shrink it. Or I doubt this is returnable because a lot of times Hat Heaven sells out of their stuff, which is henceforth why I got on restock because it was sold out before. But I still love it. This is a very very nice hat. I think the extra padding with the sweatband kind of helps with the fit, but I will try to shrink it in some capacity. I did recently see Dre616 come out with a hat shrinking video, so I'll probably utilize those techniques on this hat here. So for me, the 2000 All-Star Game is huge for me. Not in a personal way, but because my parents actually went to the game, it's kind of a cool thing. And I do have, well, from them, I have souvenirs. I have the bat, one of the souvenir bats from the game. And this was just a few years after Turner Field was opened. I think it opened to the Braves in '97, and because it was introduced in '96 for the Olympic Games in Atlanta, and then in '97 it was open to the Braves. And then recently they thought, oh well, Turner Field is not so good, or maybe it was because of the location, but they went all, oh, we need a new stadium just because, and now they have Truist Park or SunTrust Park, whatever they have now. They're going to host the All-Star Game in 2021, which is bogus because that would mean Atlanta, I mean, now granted that we didn't know that COVID would hit, but granted because of COVID, now Atlanta will be one of 3, if not 4 teams, I'll put up on the screen, that have hosted 2 times the All-Star Game since the Cubs last hosted the All-Star Game. And then there's another team that has hosted 2 times since the Dodgers have hosted the All-Star Game in 1980. Of course, the Dodgers were supposed to host in 2020, but guess what happened? Well, don't guess, you should know. So it should have been, they get pushed back to 2021, and the 2021 original Atlanta All-Star Game should have been to 22. Nope, it's the other way around. MLB doesn't know how to run themselves anymore. Anyways, so the bat, and what I always like, well, this isn't not a Mountain Dew from the game, but we still have in our kitchen the souvenir cups from the All-Star Game. Should have put peach tea in here. That would have been better. I don't know if you can tell, I'm wearing one of the All-Star shirts that my mom got when she was there, and maybe this was my dad, and she found it in one of his drawers and just was like, here, take it. He doesn't need any more shirts. So, it was held July 11th in 2000, and I remember them saying that this was before the All-Star Game was like a huge deal now. This was before the 2002 All-Star Game, where in Miller Park, it ended in a tie, and before then there was like no motivation to go to the All-Star Game. It was kind of like, I got selected, but I'm not going. So a lot of reserves went, and all like the middle level players went actually into places like real good players. So there was really no motivation, they said, back in the day to have players go to the All-Star Game. Unlike now, where they had changed the rules, they had changed the motivation that the winning team, the winning league in the All-Star game would have the home advantage through the World Series in the fall. But then that kind of became bullshit. And after the Cubs had a clearly better record in 2016 to the Cleveland Indians, they figured, maybe the best winning team, we shouldn't do that whole All-Star game thing. Which is totally fine with me. I mean, would it have been nice to have hosted Game 7 in Wrigley? Yes. But would have the events turned out the way they did if we had hosted, if we were down 3-1 and trying to host? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Either way, the All-Star Game is a pretty cool thing for baseball. It's the one place where different venues actually matter. Whereas you go to different venues for hockey and basketball, it's like, yeah, you're going to the United Center in Chicago for the basketball All-Star Game. The inside looks the same. Just like if you go to Staples Center in Los Angeles. Pretty much. I mean, it's the aurora of the building, but the physical space is way different for baseball. Football, that's boring. That's a waste of a All-Star Game / Pro Bowl. So this is a very, very cool hat. I love that I got it. I love that it's the two-tone red and navy. And I don't think I mentioned it, but the best part about this hat, the All-Star patch is on the left side. The right side, well, the correct side, I guess you could say. The correct side is on the left side. Before New Era would put their flag, well, that's tonal, but before they would put the flag on the side, and then now for the side patches, they're on the right side, which is the wrong side. Left side, right. Right side, wrong. Does that make sense to you guys? Class? Any questions? Good. That's going to do it for me in class today. This will be my last made video in 2020, but you'll probably see this video in 2020. This is not my last hat in 2020. As I'm making this video, I went to Lids and picked up 2 hats, which I don't know if I make a full-on video for that, but I mean, this is my last really, really good hat of 2020, though. Good way to end. And Hat Heaven, I will see you the next time. I will be coming back. And until then, as always, hats off to you for watching, everyone. Happy New Year. Class is dismissed. Bye, everyone.